Welcome back, everyone, to a happy new year, 2024. We are kicking it with
Gab.
and Chooch.
First episode of 2024. Transfer market's open. We're starting it different this year. This year we got a new start. Very similar format, but we're starting off with our transfer market special.
Dun dun dun
So
dun dun.
there's stuff heating up all over right now. There's stuff heating up all over. So we're gonna round them out. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Um, we're just gonna today we're just gonna talk transfer market, recap what just happened, do our awards, and then the next episode we'll talk about there's
The
only a
next
Thursday game, yeah. So then we'll talk about the weekend next episode. Um, Transfer market. I mean, there's endless stuff to talk
endless
about.
transfers
I guess we'll start off with Rafael Varane. It's on market to leave.
on
They
a
decided
free.
not to extend his contract this summer. Yeah, so he's free to leave. He could go somewhere early. Madrid have been looking, especially with all the injuries. He'll most likely leave in the summer for free. Sarr agreed to a 6-year deal with Tottenham. Big one though. I think the Varane is kind of big, especially Man U are probably going to be looking for someone to replace him. There's a lot of center backs out there right now. A lot of people looking to leave. Lacroix is one of the top center backs that everybody's been targeting. Everybody's been talking about. He's good. He's quick.
Him and Todibo from Nice. Those are the two, like the ones that you're hearing a lot about, just because they're French. Playing the national team. Good experience. I think could fit into any of these teams.
Yeah, and everybody knows how tough it is to even get a call up from France right now. The talent they have, but yeah, I mean, those are probably the top two right now. Just about every club we're going to talk about right now is probably looking at them. The Fabio Carvalho just got recalled from Leipzig, but apparently he's going to go on another loan spell and return next year to finally be in the team. But we'll see. I mean, the teams that are mainly looking at him are Southampton and Leicester. So probably just trying to mix them back into the Premier League style play. That's probably why they're getting him out of Germany. Let's see. The big one, the biggest one, I'd say.
Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney, for sure. Arsenal are keen. Tony liked a Instagram or a tweet or something that suggested that he could be going there. Brentford say they're only selling him if it's a good offer.
Yeah.
100 mil. I mean, he might be worth it. If you're Arsenal, I mean, you're missing a striker. That's basically the last piece. Like I said, I think in the last episode, like they're just like Man City in the way where they had everything. They've been dominant. They just can't get over the top. And for the top for Man City was the Champions League. So they got the striker. They immediately achieved that. Arsenal are just looking to win the league, and I think a huge striker would do that for them. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely a big one. Asking price, yeah, £100 million.
Pay up.
Spurs had links to him as well. I'm sure there are other clubs, but those are the main two that if he's going somewhere, it'd probably be there. If that happens, I've been seeing Nketiah stuff, but I did see that Crystal Palace was rejected when they made an approach for him. But I mean, that's assuming they're doing what they're doing right now. They're keeping who they're keeping. But at the same time, you get Tony, Nketiah's kind of there's no time, there's no place for him to play.
No.
He could play on the wing, but at the same time, you have two pretty stellar wingers. You got Trossard playing a lot as well. Yeah,
Jesus can play on the wing.
Yeah, Jesus can play on the wing. Havertz has been playing anywhere. Left back for the national team. Tomiyasu freaking plays anywhere too. It feels like all the time. Yeah, I mean, he could be on the move. Reece Nelson also loan offers.
Yeah,
Wolves are targeting him. Sevilla's targeting him. That'd be an interesting one. I'd like to see him go to the Wolves, just because Premier League style. I feel like he's good for the Premier League style. He's had a couple of good moments in the Premier League, but he's still young, still looking to find the season that makes him him.
Polina.
Oh yeah, Polina.
Polina.
Could be
he
on the
was
move.
he was he was he was at Bayern. Everything was ready to go.
There.
He was there.
He was taking pictures of the jersey.
He was there. Like,
Yeah, that's funny.
Boom, back at Fulham.
Yeah, I saw he's linked to Arsenal, back to Bayern. Even Liverpool are interested. I mean, there's a lot of clubs that are gauging everything. I mean, Liverpool's kind of gauging everything, it feels like right now.
Mm-hmm. Especially, they're starting to be top contenders. You gotta. I feel like that midfield still needs something. They need something.
Yeah. I mean, they said Thiago's coming back, but I've also seen links to him going to Barca. I mean, I feel like that's been a link for a long time, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's still old too. I mean, he's got the experience. We know he could play insane, but still, I mean, they're looking a bit younger. And to me, if you're gonna win the league, you gotta have depth. You gotta have not necessarily too much depth, but you have to have insane talent. Like even someone like Thiago, like that has experience in big time games. Like maybe Odegaard's out, maybe Declan Rice is out, Jorginho, those guys are out. I mean, you insert him right in, dude knows exactly what to do. Dude knows exactly he can be a star. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with them. I mean, yeah, they're linked to a lot of people. They're even linked to Mbappe right now. They're even linked as dark horses in the Mbappe saga.
Yeah.
If he does leave. My next one, I think, was Hugo Lloris. Finally, he's going to get some playing time in the MLS. He's going to LAFC. We really didn't know anything that was going on with him. We thought Newcastle could have got him. Freaking when Neuer, I mean, Bayern was looking for a backup too a little bit. Madrid was looking for someone again as well. You never really knew what Hugo Lloris was going to do. Kind of just felt like he disappeared for a while.
After that World Cup.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the guy played bad in the World Cup. He made some great saves. But
he kind of got isolated out.
Yeah.
And he's starting to get older.
They scapegoated him, though, for sure.
Yeah. His time at the national team is pretty much over. So, yeah, it kind of sucks the way they sent him off.
Yeah, especially, he's done so much. But yeah, even then, like, Spurs, I mean, not to credit, Spurs have found a great keeper, dude. An absolutely insane one, probably goalkeeper of the season so far. But yeah, I mean, for him to be there that long, I mean, to me it was awful the way it went down. Kind of the same with Harry Kane. I mean, there's a few clubs that are like that. I mean, at the end of their career, Barca's got to be up there after what they did to Messi. I mean, Madrid's kind of up there too, the way they treat their older guys.
Casillas, Ramos, Ronaldo,
Tony Kroos you're
seeing
Tony Kroos again, yeah. I mean, there's a few clubs out there, and usually they're the bigger ones. So, unfortunately, that's just, I guess, business. I guess. But Spurs got a lot. Spurs need everything right now. They're looking at center backs. They're looking at midfielders, mainly center backs. But LaCroix's rumored. Joe Gomez is hugely rumored. That Dragusin, apparently that's a done deal.
That one's the more concrete one.
Yeah. That should be a done deal. But yeah, I mean they're still looking for Joe Gomez too. Joe Gomez is pretty versatile. Can play right back, left back if he needs to, center back. He was playing today, played well. But yeah, I mean, let's see. The big one, I want to save this one for a little bit later. Van de Beek is gone to Frankfurt. That's all but done. Yeah. I saw they were taking pictures already.
Dunzos.
Yeah, unless Paulinho happens again, but we'll see. Kyle Calvin Phillips for sure should be on the move. Guy can finally get some playing time. I love Calvin Phillips. I'll stand him to the end of the earth. Calvin Phillips, I appreciate you. And you know what? He doesn't get enough credit
For
because,
being a
like I've
bench
said,
warmer.
but like I've said, have I not said that Man City requires a certain type of player? Not a player that comes in and complains and complains and complains. Like, and honestly, like Cole Palmer did a great job as a youth, youngster. He came in, he learned. Like he finally wanted his opportunity to play the year before when they won it. Unfortunately, the competition was absolutely unreal. And then this year, he was going to get a bit more of a shot. Some players, and Calvin Phillips is doing the same, but I think Calvin Phillips lasted a bit longer. But for sure, there comes a time where you just want to play football. You just love it. Like, you win it all, you get the trophies, you just want to play. Shouts to Calvin Phillips for staying. Never said a bad thing about Pep. Never said a bad thing about the club. Cole Palmer the same. I know he celebrated against us, and there was a little bit of bad blood, but I never heard him come out and publicly say that shame on Pep, shame on the club, nothing. But yeah,
Calvin
Phillips, Juventus are probably one of the most concrete.
Newcastle maybe
was one of the more concrete ones too. Man United are interested. Freaking Everton, Crystal Palace. There's quite a few that are interested in him. He was super talented. He was super talented when he got regular playing time. That's why Man City went after him. But yeah,
especially if he wants a spot in the Euros, you got to play.
Well, I feel like he always gets the spot anyway. I feel like
but he's
one
just
of
like
those guys.
He gets a call up, but does nothing really.
Yeah, but that's a lot of guys right now.
Jordan Henderson.
He's too old, mate.
Yeah, but Southgate's still gonna go with him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like Calvin Phillips was kind of up there, one of those guys too. Like he just gets the selection. The favorite selection. I feel like. Let's see, Man United. They're looking to get rid of Amrabat. They extended Lindelof. We talked about Thiago already.
Douglas Luiz. That one.
Arsenal and Barca.
I'm seeing Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal was a big one that I saw.
Huge clubs, but I feel like now,
like you're playing so good at the Villa, like why leave?
I feel like right now they have a real chance. I don't know if I'd leave, but also it could be like it's like one of those things. Like if you don't do it now, you can never get the chance again. Barca's. I know Barca's in shambles right now, but
I feel
that's still legendary.
They still have a lot of pull power, I think.
Yeah,
just the name itself.
And Arsenal, the incentive right now, like they're almost there. Everybody knows they're almost there. They're gonna win. They're bound to win the league one of these years.
Nope.
One of these soon. I think they'll win the league soon. But that's definitely an incentive. He'll get playing time. They're always looking for that third midfielder. Thomas Partey is on his way out, probably.
In jail.
Unless he's still injured.
Injured, buddy. He's in jail. He's an offender.
Yeah, freaking. Let's see who else. I said Tomiyasu was gonna potentially go on loan again. Kimmich is in huge talks allegedly with Man City. I
don't see it.
There was the Pep Bayern era, which maybe gives that incentive.
True, but I feel like Kimmich just like screams Bayern through and through.
See, that is true too. But
same with like Mueller. Like Mueller has chances to leave all the time.
Yeah.
And he stayed with Bayern. That's what I see with Kimmich.
But Mueller's also linked to Manchester United.
No, I don't think Mueller is.
I don't think
Tuchel always says that he's crucial to the team just because how flexible he is in playing. Cam, striker, on the wings.
See he loves it there. He's always posting videos. drinking beer.
Yeah. And then don't get him started on Oktoberfest.
Yeah,
Buddy,
he loves
they go
October.
wild with the outfits.
Yeah, but I don't know. Kimmich, I feel like if there was a club he could leave to, it'd be Barca or City. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely seems like a Bayern through and through.
Yeah.
City also linked. They apparently reached out to Wolves for Pedro Neto. That'd be interesting. I mean, there's never enough. There's never enough talent out there for Pep, but
especially attacking. When it comes to attacking players,
Pep's had some of the best for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that'd be huge. I mean he wouldn't play as much, but I feel like for him, that's not the right move. I want him, but for him, I feel like he should go to a club that he will start at. I feel like he could start at quite a few clubs. I mean,
like a Man United,
a
Newcastle,
for him. Newcastle,
a Villa.
I don't know. Villa's got some wingers.
Yeah, but competition is always healthy too.
A Brighton could be good. I mean, a West Ham could be good. Shoot, even a Chelsea, mate. Nah, they got a. We'll talk about that later. Manchester United also linked with Kubo allegedly. I mean, there's tons and tons of stuff. Everything's all linked until
it's all links.
It never exists
until we get the here we go. Then
here we go. Yeah,
that's all rubbish.
One of the biggest ones I'm thinking. I keep seeing last couple months. Conor Gallagher, buddy.
Nah, we'll be smoking crack to let him go.
Allegedly, Pochettino is denying everything. But there's been the contract construency. There's misunderstandings allegedly going on. But he's been linked huge to Newcastle for a while. For absolute while. Tottenham's come to link lately too. I mean, who wouldn't want Conor Gallagher right now? Man City, where there was a rumor. I mean,
if you sell him, right Todd Bowley, you're a criminal. You're a criminal.
And to me, 40 to 50 million pounds. I mean, Conor Gallagher's up there. He's up there as one of the best midfielders, I think, right now. Yeah, that would be crazy.
It's crucial. Sure. He's crucial to the team right now, the way he's been playing.
Yeah, definitely. Shoot. I'm trying to think of one of the signings. Oh, I think Arsenal for sure need a striker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's Tony, though. I think Tony would fit better at Tottenham. I've heard that Solanke is available.
I don't know.
But I heard that Tottenham are looking at Solanke as well. But I feel like they need a bigger striker.
I feel like the striker market is super messed up right now. You're either paying $100 million, and it's not. I don't even think it's gonna guarantee you more than 20 goals a season.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part. You expect your striker to get more than 20 goals a season, especially if you're paying that money. But realistically, probably get 12 goals.
Yeah, I mean it's huge. I really don't know. I'm trying to think of someone else who they could use. They just need someone stronger, someone taller. They need a true striker, a poacher, a goal scorer. I mean, imagine if they had Harry Kane. That'd be something. I really don't know. I don't think it's Tony, though. I think Tony's better off, like I said, at Tottenham. I think he would fit their play style a little better. But, I mean, Tony, I think he could still be well enough. Imagine if Zlatan came out of retirement to play for Arsenal. That'd be something.
No, he's down, buddy.
But that's the type of player that I think they need, Very similar play styles.
I've seen some Tammy Abraham back to the Prem. I don't know if it's true.
Too, yeah. Lukaku. Hey, imagine Lukaku comes back to the Prem. Imagine for a rival club and absolutely kills it
They got to
at
pay
some
up.
point in his
You got to
career.
pay up for him.
At some point in his
You
career.
want that trash bag, you got to pay up.
Yeah, because you guys did.
They still got him.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I feel like Arsenal have missed out in the past years on a striker. Gabriel Jesus wasn't the answer. I, as much as I hate to say that Darwin Núñez is good, like his type of play would be perfect. I feel like even a Nico
Yeah,
Jackson style,
yeah,
even though
just
they miss a lot.
just a good raw striker could help too. You know, Nico Jackson, we got him. Hasn't played very many games in his career. He's still 22, and he already has what 7 goals in the Prem. Not bad.
You know what? If I'm Arsenal, I just call Barca and ask how much Lewandowski is,
Uh,
just to see.
could be interesting. They'd probably ask stupid money just because how much in
Yeah,
debt they are.
but still, I mean, that's Lewandowski is just not a Barca player. It's not it. But feel like he would fit really well because the way that Bayern used to play is very, very similar to the way that Arsenal now play. They play a lot in the box. Lewandowski lives for tap-ins. I
Hmm.
mean, we know he can. He loves to stand still, crazy goals. He hits volleys insanely. I mean, that's kind of what they're looking for. Barca sometimes play, a little quick, a little pacey on the wings. That's not really what Lewandowski's, I guess, the best at. Um, but I definitely think a player like him could still has a lot of goals. I think you put Lewandowski in the Premier League, he's at least 20 goals, like you're saying. Um,
Yeah, guaranteed.
yeah, that's what they need. But yeah, I think that's my biggest thing. Or Arsenal, they need a striker, a real one. Who? What do you need? What do you need to see? Who's one player away?
Not one player away, but just because they need players to keep up the form that they had in the beginning. Not Everton. Newcastle. Newcastle needs some signings. I feel like
Yeah, that's
Calvin
true.
Phillips would do really good. Maybe you go in for um, a winger, someone. They have Isak. Isak's good. Anthony Gordon's good, but we've seen him get injured and get knocked. Um, just someone, maybe like a Pedro Neto would be. I feel like that would be perfect for him.
Yeah.
If
Almiron's good too. He's just
Almiron's good, it's just like,
I
but
don't know.
sometimes it's just like hit or miss, and then
Yeah,
maybe like an Eze,
yeah. I don't think those
play.
guys are ever getting leaving. That's a duo I don't think will ever leave that place. Eze and Olise. I'm telling you. That's crazy how good they are, but they can't get a national team call up to save their life.
Nah.
That's just crazy how good France is. Um, but yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I mean, the Tonali. I mean, we felt like that was gonna be killer, and for a while in the beginning it seemed like it was, and then just unfortunate ban of 2 years. But I mean, if you think about it, we're not gonna see Tonali for 2 whole years.
It's gonna be a while.
Newcastle's not gonna see him for 2 whole years. Like at this point, you gotta pretend like like you never had him.
It's gonna be
You
like a
gotta
whole new
get a
signing when he
player.
gets back.
Yeah, he will be like a whole new signing when he gets back. Like, but right now at this point, like you need someone now. Maybe you go out and sign a Tonali like player for a couple of years, and Tonali's gonna come back. I mean, he's a beast. He's a beast. We've all seen it. He could score. He could pass. He can make the key pass. He can play defense. He could do it all. But yeah, I mean, and Tony. If Tony ends up staying at Brentford, I think Brentford is resurrected. I think they finished mid-table. Right now, they're freaking 16th, dangerous in the relegation zone. But I do think that's incentive for sure for Tony to be like, I'm out of here. It's
Yeah,
my time.
definitely.
But yeah, I mean, I think I can't see any shocker coming for Tony.
No, it's either. I feel like it's either Arsenal or not.
Yeah,
You know, I feel like Tottenham might make a bid, but not serious.
Yeah, they could. Richarlison's playing insane right now, so yeah, maybe they don't.
Yeah, that's why I feel like Tottenham just needs to get their CBs fixed up. Sign someone maybe. I don't know because if they feel like they're solid in attack. Got Kuleveski, Son, Richarlison. I think Brian Gill, but he's on. I think he's on loan, but he's still a pretty decent player.
Yeah. I can't think of. Yeah, I mean, he was linked to Chelsea a bit, like 4 months ago, maybe. But I mean, I think they're trying to stick with what they got. Maybe add a couple pieces, but no one huge. I don't think. Unless maybe, I mean, Pochettino said, it's whatever. We'll see in January. That
I
would be
feel.
stupid, crazy.
I don't know. I feel like what do we need?
Experience.
I feel like just an experienced signing could help, especially maybe in the midfield because our midfield we got Gallagher, Caicedo, Enzo, and then Ugochoko, who's young, Lavia that just came back and then got injured, still young. Maybe like an older, experienced midfielder that's willing to be a rotation player.
Yeah, I mean, you could see that from. I mean, they're out there. They're out there like a. I mean, it's very highly unlikely, but like a Tony Cruz, I mean, if he goes and I mean that's what he's doing now, so he definitely doesn't want to do it. But I just mean like you insert like a Tony Cruz or even like a Thiago into a midfield like that. I mean, Chelsea have it. It's raw potential. They have it. If they can put it together, it'll be scary. But they just need to put it together. Yeah, I mean, we don't really know. We don't live, in that locker room. But I mean, it seems good.
Yeah.
It seems like I mean, if you've seen Ted Lasso, like if you ever seen Ted Lasso, it's like about the team just meshing, and then the rest falls into place. I mean, it could be that. It could be stuff. I mean, we already know Thiago Silva's not happy apparently. It could just be little stuff. Yeah.
Thiago Silva's just passionate. I feel like he said it. He posted on Instagram with an apology. He was saying like I showed my frustration because I didn't want to spend the day how I did Christmas, which was a loss against Wolves, and then we'll get more into the game a little bit later.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all I got for the transfer window right now. We're almost 24 hours in. Nothing yet.
We're just waiting for Fabrizio to
we're waiting
hammer
for
away.
We go. And once one gets started, I feel like the rest will be rolling.
Yeah.
Especially like, I mean, Man City have made signings, but they're like for 2 years from now, a year from now. But we have yet to see that club make the signing that they think will win them the league, or at least get them to the top 3, top 4. For Man City, I mean, Holland and De Bruyne coming back is gonna feel like 2 new signings, especially. Buddy, the way people are folding right now,
that everything's working out for them. It's leading up to it. It's leading up to it.
Let's go with our awards. Next, banger of the week.
Mine is, it wasn't necessarily a banger, just a good goal. Gibbs White curler, nice outside the box finish.
Yeah. Sure.
Another one that was pretty good was Rodri's freaking passing it into the bottom corner.
Yeah, that was just. Too. I thought my favorite was probably the Odegaard one. I mean, his was very similar to Rodri's. Yeah, just from outside the box, passing into the bottom corner. Mm-hmm. Those are always nice because they're
like just so cleanly.
Yeah, they're clean struck, unexpected, like and timely. Sometimes they're between traffic. Like it just looks.
It looks like a pass. Like it looks like they're just passing it in.
Yeah. Star Boy of the Week. I'm gonna go Foden again. He's been killing it in the midfield at Cam.
I'm gonna go with his rival, Cole Palmer.
Yeah, Cole Palmer. He was pretty
He was
good too.
insane.
Honestly, shouts to
2
Madueke
goals,
too.
an
I've been
assist.
I've been talking about Madueke all season, bro. I've been talking about him
Dude,
all season. That's a new dynamic duo that's coming to life.
yeah, especially we see them a lot in the U21s, and I was saying like we need to see them play. And Madueke just got a bit unlucky. Sterling picked up the slack from the rest of the team. He was playing. You know, it's all about getting your chance. And you got to take advantage of it when you get it. Sterling was on the bench. Um, there's no other attackers really right now. You know, he took his chance and hopefully keeps going with it because he is a really good player. I think he's one of those wingers that I think of like when we say like a Doku. Like he's not afraid to take on a defender.
Yeah.
You know, I know just because the way Chelsea plays, it's a lot of possession based and trying to break down defenses, so we don't see it. But from what I've seen, Madueke really likes taking on players with the ball, and I want to see more of it. I want to see him play a lot more.
He's not afraid to shoot either from
Yeah,
those weird
that's
angles, which is
yeah
perfect.
that's what I love. That angle did not look good at all, and he took it and it looked cleanly struck with his right. Palmer with the assist. He's killing it right now.
Yeah, I think Cole Palmer's. I'm trying to think of someone maybe he reminds me of. Um, I've said when he was at City and when you guys signed him, I was like, dude, like, congrats to him. Like, he just slows the game down, like, to his speed. Like, if it always feels like he's going like 50% speed and everyone
Yeah,
else is going 100. But at the same time, that like to me that just gives him an advantage. Like, I don't know,
yeah,
gives him like in his mind is moving slow. In person, he's moving slow, but he's making the right decision for sure.
yeah. That first goal, pressing. They're pressing against Luton. Mistake by the defender. Wins the ball back. First time shot.
Yeah, definitely. Um, all right, let's recap our weekend. So Saturday. Let's see.
I say we just continue off that. Chelsea Luton.
Yeah,
You know,
Chelsea Luton was a good one. That was at Luton.
dude, playing at Luton is different, bro.
Yeah.
The vibes there are just insane, dude. The fans are amazing. You know, you know, it's if you look at the games they play there. I think only 2 teams have won. I think
Yeah.
Chelsea's one of them. City's another, and who else?
Uh,
I think Crystal Palace.
Arsenal beat them in the last
Yeah,
second too at home.
but like a lot of the other teams, just they've been struggling there.
Yeah. No, I think I mean Luton. They're getting better. I mean, we're
Dude,
seeing them come out of the relegation zone.
Chong has looked really good. He
Dude,
looked really
Chong.
good.
I love Chong since back in the day, Manchester United days.
Yeah, so I remember using him in career mode, buddy.
Yeah, freaking. That's so funny though. But yeah, I mean,
He's been playing insane. Like he's really
feels like
stepped it
him and
up.
Ross Barkley have
Yeah, him and
revived
Ross
their.
Barkley against the
Yeah,
world. Ross Barkley scored against Chelsea.
yeah,
Didn't celebrate.
class.
I've said it before. Like I feel like Ross Barkley has been crucial for this Luton team. He's got the experience. He can do it all. He score, assist, and then even when he's not scoring and assisting, he's just a good leader in that team.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Next we got Villa, Burnley. That was at Villa. But you know what? First, I want to say that Chelsea nearly escaped that Luton for sure. Like you said, it was kind of
Got
dangerous.
kind of
Look,
dodgy at the end.
yeah, it looked like it was going to be a runaway, but then, yeah, at the end, it got kind of scary for Chelsea. But I felt the same with this Villa Burnley game. Got dangerous for Villa. Got dangerous.
Villa
You had the
just
feeling
escaped.
though. Yeah, it's always like if an underdog team is winning or looks like they're gonna win, it's like always in the last minute, or you can feel the pressure watching the game. You're like, yeah, like just don't concede, just don't concede. And they're playing with their backs against the wall. They're digging in, and even though they're dominating in the defensive end, maybe it just takes that one goal. But yeah, I mean that was at Villa Park. They got the win, but still they've been struggling a bit.
Yeah, especially against a Burnley team who's been non-existent.
Yeah, that's where else. Palace Brentford was the next one. I mean Brentford earlier in the season. I mean we said they were very very good.
Yeah.
They went off. They lost a couple games that they should have won, and then they started beating teams that they shouldn't beat. So we don't really know what to expect from Brentford.
Yeah.
But Palace have been playing strong, even though they haven't necessarily been winning. They got a couple draws.
Olise came in clutch, 2 goals.
Yeah, Olise played well. But yeah, 3-1. I mean,
I think Eze got the other.
yeah.
Yeah, see, the duo that we've had that needs a move saves them.
Yeah. And then you got Man City, Sheffield. I mean, dominance from Man City.
Yeah.
At first, it was looking kind of scary. First half.
Real
Man City
dodgy.
just turned it on. Freaking De Bruyne was on the bench, warmed up, but did not come on. But I got a feeling we're going to see him next round.
Gotta see him soon.
Holland's still out. They're saying he could be back this week potentially. We'll see. Doku's still. The squad, the training report was healthy. No, everyone was training allegedly. And then all of a sudden, Pep's like, Doku and Holland have not been training. Okay, well, all the reports for all week have been saying they've been training. So yeah, I mean,
training alone.
Yeah, maybe training alone, but for sure, I mean, Holland seems in good spirits still. De Bruyne he's De Bruyne. If you inject De Bruyne to any team, it's going to be dangerous. But especially this Man City team. Him and Holland link up. I mean, we saw it last year. It was done. It was done for the league.
And hopefully he'll be back.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It'll be good it'll be good to see him.
He's got the new haircut. He got away from the Fro Ryan look, and now he's in the new Ryan look. Hopefully, it's just the same old De Bruyne, and not like the new Ryan.
Shots fired.
No, but
those of you who know will know.
Yeah.
If you don't know, oh, buddy.
Freaking Sheffield, Cameron Archer. I mean, I feel like he's been well too.
Yeah.
He's so young. I think he's 22. He's playing well. It'd be good to see him go to maybe a little bit of a higher club.
If Sheffield get relegated, he's got to leave.
Yeah, I think he's good enough to play for maybe like a Wolves, an Everton. I mean, to me, Everton have a lot of talent too. Everton are too good to go down, but Leicester were too good to go down last year too. Now they're in the championship.
Killing it though, so hopefully they're back.
Yeah. Next game we got was Wolves Everton. This was a bit of a shocker. I said though that Wolves, they have the dog in them against teams that they shouldn't have, and I thought Everton are too good. But yeah, 3-0. I mean, that's huge. That's. Oof. Yeah, I mean that was definitely probably not one that I realistically
expected. Yeah, same here.
Yeah, but I was at home for them, and I know we talked about their fans being crazy. So yeah, I mean, good win for them. Huge win for them. Scary for Everton. They're still right there, like a point ahead of the relegation zone. Probably the shocker of the week is Forest Man United. We knew, we had a feeling.
I told you, a long
we had a feeling.
Revenge game.
Yeah, that Ten Hag loses the games he should win, wins the games he should lose, and he can't string anything together.
And he still has a job.
He's still got a job. Look, if this was, man, I mean, we all know Manchester United are like the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, everything is amplified times 10. Like, no matter who you are, yes, I get it. Like, Anthony could go to freaking another team in the Premier League, do the same exact thing, and people will be like, "Oh my God, he's so good. He needs to go to a better club." But but I mean, realistically, it is like Man United. They just get scrutinized more because they're the richest history club there is. You know, um, it's just I don't know. Maybe it is a bit unfair because I mean they're not in a bad spot. They're really not in a bad spot. Like they could be doing way worse.
A lot of
You know,
injuries.
yeah, they're in seventh. They got a lot of injuries. I mean, to be fair, everyone has a lot of injuries, but they're only in seventh. I mean, they could still compete for a Champions League spot. They're 9 points back. I mean, those top four teams are solid. I don't see any of them not getting a top four spot, but still, I mean, it's not like they're sitting somewhere in the low 20 points range or mid 20-point range. There's 30 points right now. Only they're 15 points off the lead, but I mean that is quite a bit. But still, Manchester United, they just get a bit scrutinized more. But I mean, you don't really know. They keep hearing rumors that these managers are going to come in after Ten Hag, and then every week Manchester United come out and like we're backing Ten Hag, and every week Ten Hag loses the game. It's the same thing. Players are
Never
injured.
ending,
We
never
gotta stay
ending
together.
cycle.
Yeah. Or then they win and he's like, "This is what our team's coming together. Our team's coming together." And then they lose and then like the team's got to stay together. Like, come on, man. Let's string together a few big ones. I mean, if they could get 4 wins in a row, I mean that would change it. I mean, Ten Hag would be injected. He'd keep his job no matter what. Like, the hot seat disappears. You string together 4 wins in a row right now, all that goes away.
It's gonna be tough, especially seeing their last 5 games: loss, win, loss, draw, loss.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Like I said, I mean, it's just right now you have to string together the run because that's. I mean, if you look at it right now, there's a lot of teams dropping points.
I know Chelsea is a win away from being tied with Man United.
Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy. That's probably one of the as good as I said Manchester United have been doing. Chelsea being as shit as they are right now. Like, it's not necessarily that they're really shit. It's just like shit for the standard, you know. That how bad we see Chelsea, how much we make fun of Chelsea. That they're 3 points behind Manchester United is nuts.
We're coming, buddy.
Chelsea are only 5 points behind 6th place.
We're back.
That's a few wins, and they've strung together 2 wins already. West Ham have strung together 3. I mean, that's great for them. West Ham were sitting in like 9th 2 weeks ago. West Ham have a real possibility of getting to 5th too. I mean, it's coming together for everything right now. Everybody's got the opportunity. Bournemouth had 4 wins in a row, and they just happened to lose. But I mean, they jumped significantly. They were in the danger zone. They still kind of are in the danger zone, but not as bad for sure.
Yeah, it's going back like with that. We're 1 point behind Newcastle, who was started off red hot, and just like that, we're 1 point behind them.
And we know freaking Newcastle could drop 8 in at any given moment. But yeah, I mean, Chelsea, they're coming back. 2 wins in a row. All you need is 3 wins in a row. Wolverhampton's gaining on them. I mean, yeah. One week, I mean, the teams that are playing above Chelsea too, they have tough weeks, I feel like. I mean, Chelsea have a tough week with Fulham too, I think. But yeah, I mean, you look at Newcastle's playing Man City, Brighton's playing West Ham, United's playing Spurs. Chelsea could very well do it. They have a better goal differential than Man United. They could very well do it, buddy. We could see them in 6th, all the memes will go, or 7th, all the memes will go away.
No more 10th.
Yeah. Then I guarantee you, if Chelsea win and Manchester United lose, you will see Manchester United memes like you've never seen.
Yeah, because it's honestly insane just the amount of losses. We have 8 losses.
Yeah.
And United with 9, and they're freaking above us. Absurd.
Yeah, some stuff is weird, but it's just they have 8. They got 2 more wins.
And a
Less
negative
draws.
5 goal difference.
The negative 5 goal difference is actually crazy.
That's what's insane.
Yeah, Palace are right there with them. Brentford's with them. I mean, that's nuts. I've already been seeing too. Who did I see? I've been seeing Steve Cooper's gonna replace someone, but I can't remember who it was.
Vincent Company.
No, it was. Oh, it was Roy Hodgson.
Roy Hudson. Roy
Yeah.
Hudson, I think, didn't he already say it's his last season or something like that?
Yeah,
Like,
but still, I mean, that's crazy. Like that he just got fired and they're ready to inject him. But Steve Cooper's a good coach, I think. I mean, we've said that. Like the team loves him, the fans love him. That's pretty crazy, though. Where were we at? Okay, now we're moving to Sunday games. Spurs 3, Bournemouth 1. That was no shocker, but
no shocker.
I mean, Bournemouth were on a hot streak, 4 wins in a row. Didn't know what to expect, really. I mean, thought maybe they give a bit more of a fight, but Bournemouth were given some. They were having a good run there at the end. Tottenham did what they do. Richarlison stayed hot. Dude's on fire right now.
Son again.
If Tottenham
Score
had,
sheet.
if Tottenham had James Madison back, hopefully they get him back soon. I mean, unfortunately their defense still, but if they come together, I mean they could get all the right pieces hot at the same time. They can make their way back in it. Fulham absolutely obliterating Arsenal, even though they only won 2-1. It was an obliteration in my book.
Yeah.
A draw was a loss for Arsenal, but a loss is just a defeat, like full on defeat. They should be in panic mode. Declan Rice said no, they shouldn't. No time to panic. Arteta said something very similar, but this is panic mode, buddy. Man City moved up top of you with going 2 wins in a row. All you have to do is not lose twice in a row, and Arsenal lose twice in a row.
And they still have the game in hand.
And Man City have the game in hand. Man City can move to second this week with a game in hand still. Yeah, I mean they'd only be 2 points behind Liverpool with a game in hand. That's dangerous. And then De Bruyne's not even back. Holland's not even back. Doku's not even back. We've been talking about it. But Arsenal screwed up royally.
There's a reason why London is blue and not red, buddy. And we mentioned it's a London derby. It's not going to be easy. And Fulham showed up, especially because we've said it. Fulham's been doing really good against some of these tougher teams.
Yeah, it's because they have experience. I really think it is, like in the attacking third, nonetheless, too.
Willian has looked really good. Like, dude, it's actually insane how good he's looking. Raul Jimenez is scoring again. Paulina's crucial in the mid.
Paulina had Odegaard in his pocket.
Dude.
He was man marking him across the pitch, absolutely pocketing him.
And
that was quite unreal.
And I already told you the other day at work, I was like, dude, like sometimes Odegaard doesn't move me. Like I feel like something like he's not that special. And it proved against Paulina, and then I feel like that midfield just kind of looked lackluster.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely pocketed him. He was almost non-existent. He did score that goal, but still. Yeah, I mean, besides that goal, I mean, he had nothing much else. Then moving to today's game. Today's game was unreal.
Jeez.
6 goals and a half.
Controversy?
No.
That was not a pen, buddy.
I mean, it wasn't a pen, but still. I don't know. I mean, the elbow hits him, but barely. It was barely.
Soft, super soft. Yeah,
that was a soft pen. Should have just let play. I mean, Jota could have very much scored that so easily.
Yeah,
he didn't have to dive. Yeah, he didn't have to dive. It was a tap in. But either way, I mean, shouldn't have been a pen. Probably would have scored it anyway.
Everyone said that he had Mo Salah triple captain on fantasy.
Yeah, he probably did. And Mo Salah's hairline is getting nuts. Like, he's looking like that one clown
that
from
meme.
Simpsons. Like, oh yeah, I've seen all the memes too, but yeah, I mean, He'll be gone for a while too for Liverpool. So
AFCON.
this is dangerous for Liverpool, especially if they can't get scoring goals. Luis
And
Diaz
guess
isn't
what?
playing well.
Guess who doesn't have any players going to AFCON?
Chelsea.
Man City.
Oh, Man City, yeah, too. But I mean, it don't even matter, bro. It don't even matter. It don't even matter.
I know Chelsea has Nico Jackson leaving. I think that's the only other one.
Yeah, there's no excuse for us to not win the league. Like, if you hear me at the end of the season and we don't win it, just bring this back up because there's no excuse.
You guys
We're
have
dominating. We're dominating with players injured. We had that really bad run, but that was at the beginning when players were injured. Now we've meshed with these players injured. We just Pep finally his third eye opened, and now he's seeing Foden at Cam. Hopefully Southgate unlocks for Southgate too. Foden at Cam. It's unreal. We're experiencing it's kind of like a different Man City type of vibe. I mean, they're playing a little bit different. They play, I guess, a little bit slower through the middle. Man City don't play too much in the box. They play like in the final third, but like on the edge of it, and they just kind of slide in when they see the opportunity. But I think with De Bruyne coming back, they'll see a lot more they'll be a lot more dangerous. And Liverpool without Mo Salah, I mean, Luis Diaz has been struggling. Darwin Núñez is always there. He's always in the right place at the right time. He just doesn't always score it.
Tap in.
Yeah, he doesn't always score the tap-ins either. But at the same, I mean, he's good. I like Darwin. The comparisons to Haaland are unrealistic, but he is still good. He's still valuable. I think Cody Gakpo gets his chance right here, though. I think this should be Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo front three.
Gakpo scored a freaking. It like bounced off his leg weird and went in. Still a goal.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people have been hating on Gakpo, saying he's a terrible signing. I mean, the guy's been playing midfield all season, left center mid, never plays there. I mean, he's a winger. He's a winger at heart for sure, a winger by nature. I think he should get his chance in this time, and Liverpool need him now more than ever because without Mo Salah, your top goal scorer, your top pen taker, I mean, it'll be crazy, but maybe even Trent moves up more into an attacking role. But Newcastle, I mean, I thought Newcastle played really well too. I mean, it just got away from them at the end, but Newcastle played strong. They're great at defense. They have a stellar defense. Their midfield plays defense. Their attackers play defense. The defenders are stellar. Lewis Miley was playing unreal. I thought he could have had a goal. Just hesitated a bit. Livramento, I want to see him play a little bit better. I mean, get him some time. Callum Wilson's still out. Isak scored a goal. Anthony Gordon was semi-irrelevant today, but he's still been playing well. But Bruno's been playing reckless. Joelinton's been playing really well. Joelinton is a dog.
Yeah.
They need one more dog in that midfield. That's what it is. It
was Tonali, buddy.
It was Tonali, but yeah, I mean, they need someone because
I have the money.
They need one dog in the midfield and one winger. I think that's what they need. One winger. I mean, Anthony Gordon's already stellar. He's going to stay. He's got to play up top no matter what on the left. But I think they need someone on the right side. I don't think Almiron's the guy to get them past what they need to be. But they have a stellar defense. I don't think defense is the problem. The keeper played man of the match for me. Could have been very well 6-7-0. Made some insane saves, close. I mean, it looked like Liverpool were going to run away with it, the amount of chances they were getting in the box. But the keeper just kept knocking them away. But yeah, I mean, at Anfield, I think Newcastle played about as well as they could have with everything they got going on right now. So that was the last game of the recap. Golden Boot race is finally tied.
Finally. I told you Mo Salah was going to take advantage, and he did.
Yeah. But then now he's gonna be out, so now you're gonna have
It's gonna be even.
Maybe Solanke or Heung-min Son will come in and tie it
Yes,
up again. But once Holland comes back, as long as De Bruyne is there, I mean, it should be a runaway at that point.
And so Salah's at 8 assists now.
Salah 8 assists with Ollie Watkins. Finally, after like a month and a half, Pedro
Yeah.
Neto is no longer the assist leader, but he will be back, and Salah will take some time off for AFCON, and I mean Jared Bowen's up there with 11, Hwang Hee-chan with 10. Those were some pretty good shouts.
Isaac Watkins 9. Cole Palmer at 8.
Cole Palmer's getting up there.
Then we got a 3-way tie for clean sheets with Allison, Onana, and Pickford.
Yeah. Allison's been playing well. He's probably one of the. I think he's slept on. I think when you talk about the world's best keepers, I don't think they talk about him enough. I think he's definitely talked about a ton in the Prem. But Onana's been slept on too for having 6 clean sheets. Sam Johnstone, I'm huge on him. Dude's unreal. He's England's future. Pickford's been excellent all season. Vicario is probably, though, like I said, my Golden Glove. I mean, he deserves it all. Nick Pope is huge too. He'll be out for a while. Leonard Bethel. Let's see. But yeah, it was a great weekend. We're gonna preview Tuesday's game because that's tomorrow. When this comes out, it'll be today.
Mm-hmm.
But that game is
West Ham Brighton.
West Ham Brighton, which is huge for Chelsea because West Ham are sitting at 33 points and Brighton are sitting at 30. So you're probably realistically hoping for a draw.
We're hoping for a draw.
Yeah.
But Brighton, tons of injuries. Nothing's looking too good. West Ham's been killer. That midfield has moved me. Edson Alvarez is a machine.
Moved you?
Yeah, I expect a West Ham win. Maybe like a 2-1.
Yeah. I mean, that'll push them higher, though, but that'll push them up there. That'll push them to 36 points.
Yeah.
They'll stay in the same spot, and they'll just keep making that gap between 7th and 6th. But I don't know, with the top 5 right now that are in the Prem, I can't see that top 5 not being the current top 5. Like someone in that top 5 is gonna end up on the shit end in 5th place.
I'm hoping it's Arsenal.
It could be
because they're going from winning the league to finishing out of the top 4. Cherry on top, buddy. Cherry on top.
Cherry on top for you, yeah.
Yeah.
I think though, if that happens and they don't get a striker this January, I think that changes it for them. I think they go after someone huge, and like a Osimhen. They need to go after someone huge in January, but if it doesn't happen, if they lose out, I mean, I don't know. Arteta will be under huge scrutiny if they finish out of the top 4.
Fraud alert.
Yeah, I think West Ham should win, especially the form they're in. Brighton haven't been too bad. I mean, they've been bad, but they got the last win, and they're in semi-decent form right now. They should feel a little bit confident. João Pedro's been playing well. They just got some key injury back. That played well. Matoma's still out, but Evan Ferguson's back too. Yeah, I mean, it should be a good game. It should be a good game, but we'll see. But it is definitely huge for Chelsea fans because it could change their positioning here a bit if they can come away with a win.
We will be there.
Yes, we will. That's all I got. That's all we got. We'll be back before the weekend, which is the next games after tomorrow. Those are going to be some huge games, some huge games. Potential game, a couple games of the week. That's the game of the week, Burnley Luton. That's coming up. I'm just kidding. Uh,
I don't know. It's gonna be a little weird. Just the whole setup. It's gonna be. We're gonna have some games, and then we're gonna have like a 5-day break.
yeah, it's
So
gonna be. You're only gonna get two games on Sat, or yeah, 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday, 1 game on Monday. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a bit odd. Not your full slate. And next week will be the same thing. Only 2 games, and then 1 game. But this will be the point where you see the game in hands usually come back to
FA
life.
Cup games.
Yeah,
Chelsea's
got a chance still. Chelsea got a chance for some silverware still.
The EFL Cup. It's right there, and the semifinals. And
yeah, it's gonna be a strong stretch for Chelsea coming up. I feel like, and even Man City. I mean, not necessarily strong for Man City, but very important games that they can't be dropping points in.
they can't pull an Arsenal.
Yeah, you don't want to right now. Or Tottenham.
Jeez.
Even Villa, they're just leaving the door open right now.
Let everybody in.
Just when we started talking about Villa, like being real contenders, and we're like, we don't think, and then all of a sudden they're dropping points, but still, we shall see. Man City should string it together 4 in a row. They're at 2 right now. 3 in a row would be perfect. I feel like it's so hard to get the 5 in a row. The 5 in a row is near impossible. 4 in a row is realistic. You get 4 in a row, I'm happy. That's for any club. Bournemouth is the only one to do it in the last 5.
Yeah.
The only one to get 4 in a row. So yeah, I mean, it is quite difficult. Tottenham got 4 out of the last 5. But yeah, that's all I got this week.
That's all we got.
We will be there.
2024, whole new year. Chelsea from 10th to 10th.
Yeah, hopefully we get bigger. Follow us. We got a TikTok now.
TikTok's going crazy. We're trying to post
going crazy.
as much. We're trying to get. I'm trying to get used to the editing. It's a little.
Content creators are different grades.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, though, everything's good.
But it's fun. It's fun.
Everything is good. Shout out to everyone. 2024. Our goal is to get bigger for the stream, for the videos, for Spotify. We need some Spotify listeners for sure. Hop in Spotify. YouTube blows up way more than Spotify, but I'm trying to get that up too.
We're getting Instagram. a bunch of views on TikTok.
Yeah, a bunch of views on TikTok. Hopefully we get some followers from there. But yeah, I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate everyone listening. Happy 2024. And that's all I got.
Chelsea will be at the top.
Maybe
for next season.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you were kicking it with Gab.
And Chooch.
And Chooch, thank you.